it's Jessie with Plan with Jessie, and I have this cute little notebook I want to share with you. It's not a planner per se, but it is a way of keeping track of what I'm reading. So I've always been a very big reader my whole life, and I never really kept track of it in a paper form like this. I use Goodreads, the Goodreads app and website to keep track of books I've read, but I don't really write things down. Pen and paper. And I thought I would try it just to see if I like it. And I ended up picking this one because there's quite a few different kinds that you can find on Amazon, but I ended up getting this one because of the size. It's a perfect size to fit in my A6. And this isn't necessarily something I'm going to carry with me all the time, but I like the idea that it fits in there if I want to carry it with me. So this was $8, like prime shipping, so $8. So I thought that was decent. There were some more inexpensive ones and some more expensive ones. Like I said, I mostly went for this one based on what it looked like and the size. So it's hardcover. It's a red hardcover little book, and on the front it just says what I read. A little picture of a book. There's this cute design on the inside, and then it says I cannot live without books, Thomas Jefferson. And there's a spot for my name, I just didn't put it in there. And so this is what the pages looked like. I kind of like how the lines are, just because it reminds me of like elementary school paper with the dotted line in there. I'm not sure why they did it that way, but so it gives you a space for the title, the author, the start date, end date, a star rating of up to 5 stars, and then your thoughts. One thing, I don't know, on Goodreads a lot of the time I will do a star rating, but I'm hesitant to sort of give a written review, just because a lot of the times my thoughts on books are very personal to me, and I don't really want to share that with everyone. A lot of people like to write reviews, so this sparks conversation, and I just would really rather most of the time sort of keep my book thoughts to myself. I'm not sure why that is. That's just how I am. So this will be a good place for me to put my thoughts. Let's use this for this year, and then if I like it, I can use it again. Another similar one next year. So there are quotes throughout, and then there's also some other sections, like here, my reliable book sources. So like where I guess I get my book ideas. I don't really need to write that down because I know what my book sources are, but maybe I can use these pages for actually writing down recommendations that I've gotten. A lot of times people will mention that they read a book and liked it, and I will either go mark it to be read on Goodreads, or I will put it on my Amazon wish list to look at later. But this is also a good way to keep track of that if I'm not wanting to put it on Goodreads. Yeah, if I want to just write down to look it up, see if it's something I would like. So then there's more review pages. And then quotes to remember, so you can write down quotes that you liked from the books. Which, I don't know, I think I might also put that in the individual book page. Stories and facts I want to share. It says books provide plenty of great insights, clever quips, and fun facts. Share the interesting things you've learned in recent books. Let's see. My favorite childhood book. So that might be interesting to write down a few books that I liked from when I was a kid. The first one that comes to mind is Go Dog Go and Caps for Sale. Those are my 2 favorite kid books. Books I want to write. Oh, that's sort of interesting. I do have books I'd like to write one day if I ever had the time. Recommended reading. What have you been advised to read recently? Oh, wasn't that what this other one was? Wait, let me go back. Maybe I didn't read that properly. My reliable book sources. Oh, I didn't even read this. So, my reliable book sources, I guess this is just where you get your books. I can't imagine why I would need to write that down. I know where I get my books. I get my books from the library, using the Overdrive app mostly, because I read mostly Kindle books or audiobooks. Oh, and then I guess this is sort of like to finish up this volume of the books I've read. First book, saddest book, funniest book, scariest, most inspiring, most influential, favorite literary character, least favorite literary character I'd most want to date, book setting I'd most want to be my reality. This is weird how this is set up. There's barely any space to write. don't know that that's really formatted that well. Yeah, so that's it. It's cute. Like I said, there are other options, so if you don't need something so little, you can look into, maybe there's a different option that would be better for you. But this is what I'm going to use this year, at least until I run out of room. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.